The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello. Welcome to the 2020 council elections for the School Libraries Councilor-at-Large candidates. So we have Ginger and Christina here. Thank you both for attending. I have a few just notes to say. Please note that all elections start on June 15th and will end at July 15th. You can only vote if you are an NYLA member. So if you are not sure if you're still a member or not, you can check in by logging into your account, and you could then check your member status. Also note that this will be recorded and shared on the NYLA 2020 Council Candidate Election Forum page by the end of the week for anyone to view. So starting up, we're gonna do our opening statements. So we first have Ginger Tebow, and then we'll have Christina Graves. Floor is to you all.
So, hi everybody. My name is Ginger Tebow. I'm the School Library System Director at St. Lawrence Lewis BOCES, and I was a school librarian at a very, very small school, K through 12, before that for about 7 years. And before that, I worked as a children's librarian for another 6 or 7 years. Which was a position I really, really loved. And I think that was the position that really made me start thinking that I wanted to be a school librarian. You know, it's one thing to do story times and have fun with kids, and I think it's another thing to have that push to really want to make a difference in a child's life. And that's what I feel like school librarians do. So that was really what attracted me to that. I've also worked in academic libraries as a staff member when I was getting my MLIS originally. And so I've had experience in all different kinds of libraries. And I really feel like that has helped me in every position I've been in, and including this one. Just being able to collaborate better, being able to understand where other people are coming from. So I think that's been really beneficial. So that's me.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christina Graves. I currently live in Schenectady, New York, and I graduated from SUNY Albany in 2008. So I'm going on my 13th year as a school librarian and always been a secondary librarian. The SUNY Albany program at the time had a professor, Joette Steffel-Mabry, who was the inspiration for me going into the program as an undergrad in a tech field. She really inspired me that the world is changing, librarians are evolving and have evolved, and I was able to get into the school library program and use some of those skills around technology. And she always looked at me as somebody that could relate to the kids and knew that my energy would bring some excitement to the classroom. And I haven't looked back, and I never had a different profession. This has always just been my goal of being in a library with the students. And so I love partnering with our public librarians in Schenectady. They're amazing. The school's large, the city is large. There's a lot of us. We're very fortunate to have collaborative partners. And I think that collaboration is one of those key ideas where, in order to move forward or to get better at anything, is working together. And so I really am thankful for this opportunity. I get to collaborate with the leaders in our profession. And so that's me.
Thank you so much. So we're gonna go jump into the NYLA questions. And yeah, so our first question is, what makes you excited to run for the Councilor-at-Large position? Ginger, you could go first.
Are you gonna start with me again? Okay. So I think I'm really excited about this position because it seems like a good opportunity to help find solutions. And I think in every position I've ever been in, we can spend a lot of time talking about things and arguing about things and going over things, but I really want to be able to find solutions. at the end of the day, that's what we need to do is find solutions for the issues that are facing us. And I think, every position I've had, I've moved on to the next position, I feel like, because it seems like a bigger opportunity to go do that. Well, I've done what I can here, and I want to make a bigger impact. So I look at this position as a way to contribute to the profession, to the leadership, hopefully be a role model, and help find those solutions.
Thank you. Christina, you're up.
I think the thing that I'm most excited about is being at the same table with some of our thought producers, our leaders in the profession. And, NYLA really brings us together to ensure all our voices are heard. So I'm honored to be one of those voices at the table. And I look forward to collaborating and working together to, like Ginger said, be solution oriented. And our times have changed, and I'm sure the last 4 weeks has everybody a little stirred up. So I think things are going to look different from now on, and being at the table is more important now than ever. And I think that NYLA does an amazing job of making sure everyone's voice is there and heard, and I'm excited about that.
Awesome. Our next question is, how has your experience as a librarian prepared you to being a counselor at large? We'll start with Christina this time.
Okay. So I think that being a librarian has prepared me for this position, in that the role in our school libraries is really being that partner with teachers, with our administrators, and everybody in the school community, even the public community. And I think that those skills of working together around the problems and coming up with solutions really does, prepare you for being at the table for the counselor at large. I do think that us as librarians, we tend to sign up for some other things. And I think as my role as the communication chair for our local SFT, so it's our union, having those outside roles also has prepared me for this position. And I think that, we extend ourselves to trying new things, and, this is out of my comfort zone for sure. And I think that's important. We continue to do so and push ourselves. So I'm getting ready to try something new and use all the skills that I've learned so far to do this job well.
Awesome, thank you. Ginger?
So I think that the roles that I've had in libraries really have helped me be ready for a position like this. I've worked, like I said, in all different types of libraries. And I've also been on the board of our local 3Rs, NYLA, that board of trustees. And I think that's really helped me. All of those positions have really helped me see the bigger picture in a lot of this, and how exactly we all work together, and what kind of stereotypes or preconceived notions we might come in with, or not even that, just the things that we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. And as a public librarian, there was a lot that I didn't know about school libraries and how school libraries worked. So I feel like having experience in all different types of libraries really helps me when it comes to collaborating with other people in our profession. Understanding that we may each come in with different concerns, and the concerns that we have as school librarians may not even make sense in some cases if someone doesn't understand how a school works and what our role is in that school and what we have control over and what we don't. Yeah. Especially if you think that someone else has control over the same things that you do. So I think that all of those experiences will really help me collaborate on the NYLA board. So I look forward to that.
Okay, thank you. Our last question is, so as a counselor at large, what is one vision that you have for NYLA that you will accomplish if elected? It's a loaded question, so I'll give you a minute to really think about it. All right, we'll start with Ginger.
Okay. So one of the things that is really important to me in every position I've had, and especially as school library system director, has been equity and inclusiveness. And that, you know, that is one of our core values as librarians. That's one of our ALA core values. And I really feel strongly about it. And, you know, of course, lately, this is something that I think is probably on a lot of our minds. And I've seen so many conversations about equity and how we talk about it. And I think that that is definitely an area where, you know, I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to come into NYLA and solve all of those problems right away. That's not going to, you know, that's not going to happen. But making sure that we're still having difficult conversations, making sure that we are opening doors for other people, and hearing all the voices that are in our collection here at NYLA, I think is really important. And you know, in the work that I've done as a school library system director, I've tried to have those conversations, and we're always planning more conversations around equity, and in all the different aspects of it. So I think that is something that I really feel is important coming into this position, is making sure that I am a voice to keep those conversations going.
Thank you. Christina?
Yes, love that, Ginger. I agree that that is super important. So a vision that I think that would advance the New York library community if elected as the Counselor-at-Large for school libraries is a little bit more focused around the member engagement. I do think that every conversation we have with each other around these important issues is professional development, and we as librarians, each other, were our best resources. So I think that since our role has evolved, and with COVID-19, it's going to continue to evolve, I imagine at some point we all felt within the last 4 weeks that either our digital skills were improving, or at least that there's an importance on our roles becoming more digitally literate. And so I envision my efforts to increase the education through forms, following each other, interacting with each other, sharing each other's ideas, and creating a more collaborative digital organization. Like the best one out there, the organization that everyone knows about, that those librarians, they are constantly communicating online and getting ideas from each other, because I think that our core values look different in whatever setting you're in, and the community you serve, and how we solve some of those problems look a little different from each other. And so each other and the communities that are similar to the ones that we work in, I think, are going to be really good resources for us. So what's the saying? Every conversation is opportunity to develop professionally. So I really want to increase those conversations online and get some ideas. And I do think that doing so will help the vision that is aligned in the strategic plan around increasing participation and awareness, even of the New York Library Association awards, but also increasing the opportunities for partnership to encourage diversity.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. We don't have any questions from the audience right now, but are there any other additional things that we haven't touched upon with these questions that you wanted to convey to the voters? Anyone can begin. I won't put you on the spot this time.
I just wanted to say, Ginger, you are very inspirational, and I would love to sit at the same table as you one day and work together.
I hope we can.
Best of luck.
You too.
Any other closing words? All right, I'm gonna get the silence. We're good. So just thank you both so much for participating in this forum. Just as a reminder for those who will be listening to this at a later date, elections open up on June 15th. They close at July 15th. If you're not sure if you're still a member, you can log into your member portal. It will tell you whether or not you're still an active member or not. And this will be posted on the 2020 Council Candidates Forum page. So thank you so much, Ginger and Christina. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's stop recording.